When I go in there, if there's no ref, the ref doesn't stop it, I'm not stopping. I can be sitting on you for 10 minutes, bashing your face. If the ref doesn't say stop, I'm not stopping. And that is the question that me as a modern day gladiator has to ask myself. Am I still willing to die? Absolutely, that's easy. It's, are you willing to kill a man in front of his family? Yes, I am. And that's why I'm the world champion. Because I say yes to that answer, that question every single time.
With Alex, I would like to fight him like in my next opponent, but right now I don't like to push it. If the UFC and negotiation about that wants to prove me with some opponent, like I said, I see the 3 guys there who's from top 5. Like the challenge for me, because I don't want to fight other guys. That's Alex. There is Ankalaev, and third one is we spoke about Jan Blachowicz, because he showed a really nice performance against Ankalaev too. Ankalaev against Alex too. So one of these 3, for me, I like to stand, and that's for me is right now, this year, I really doesn't matter for me. I know I'm going to the top right now, and just give me some opponent, and I want to prove that. I want to show that I'm the champion.
Going to Bryce Mitchell, what he said was disgusting. And you have to be an absolute moron to think that Adolf Hitler was a good guy. And you look at World War II and how many people were killed, how many civilians were killed because of Adolf Hitler. The fact that he tried to annihilate an entire group of people is disgusting for anybody to speak remotely good about Hitler. But I do believe in free speech, and even though I don't like what he said, and even though what he said makes me sick, free speech is real, man. It lives and exists, and we have to protect free speech.
Is there any limit to that?
Probably, no. I think probably the most important free speech to protect is hate speech. I mean, because when a government or a certain person can come out and say this is hate speech, it's a very slippery slope, and it's dangerous, in my opinion. Even though you got guys that pop up like Bryce Mitchell that say ignorant, stupid things, and I will exercise my right for free speech to say that I don't agree with what he said, but he can say what he wants to say. We don't have to agree with it or believe in what he says, but he has the right to say it in America.
You're so right about it's actually your ability to tolerate hateful speech from people where you completely, vehemently disagree.
Right.
If you can tolerate that, actually that's probably what free speech really means. It's very easy to tolerate speech you agree with, or opinions you like or approve of, right?
Yep. It's the disgusting, despicable things, like what he said yesterday, that truly defines what free speech is.
You've trained with him, you've known him for a long time. Talk about his cardio, because I'm sure Umar trained his ass off. He looked in incredible shape, but even then his cardio wasn't up to par to Merab's. It just seems like there's professional athletes and then there's Merab Dvalishvili.
Yeah, definitely. I remember, I think it was 2017, and I did a post-fight interview, and people asked me what's my secret to my cardio. I said, if you want good cardio, get yourself a Merab. And that was true then, it's true now. The guy is an absolute tank, man. I really do think, like how I have a third leg, he has a third lung. So I think there's something to be said about that.
That was a good one, by the way. I got it.
But for me, it's if I was to give him any advice moving forward, just regardless of what, if you accept the fight, knowing that you have had anything prior to the fight, then the result is the result. You know, if you win, you can say what you want.
Yeah.
But if you lose, you know, just keep it to yourself. I think it just looks, you know, maybe later on down the line you can kind of say, you know, I had a few issues, but directly afterwards it just comes across as, he could be completely factual, but it just comes across wrong.
Yeah.
Comes across as an excuse. But that's what I say. That would be my only advice for him.
John always says we're not in the business of retiring fighters, but do you think it might be that time?
Depends on what your perspective is. Is your perspective to make money? Then don't retire. If your perspective is to win and get back to the, you know, you think you're a champ again, I think at this point I'd have to say retire. But he looks good enough where he shouldn't retire, but it's all going to depend on the fights they give him.
Right.
You know, those high level fights now, maybe he just can't get up for anymore. I mean, I think he's pretty articulate. I think he could tell you Eugene has a good feeling on what's going on. It's only the guys that are in the circle that really know what's going on and what's transpiring. We don't get to see all of that, you know. So people know one way or the other. But no, I'm sure he's making huge money. So why not, you know, make the money and support your family.
Why are you crying?
Why are you crying?
Because
Because Lasaña lost? Oh, man.
Okay.
Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Hello, why are you crying? ¿Te acuerdas cuando estabas llorando? Why are you crying? Porque Lasaña perdió. Lasaña lost, right? Lasaña sent you a video. ¿Cómo así? Un video, sent you a video. Lasaña.
Hey, Kylo. It's Izzy here. I just want to let you know I'm okay. Look. Fine. Just a little bump. But don't worry, you don't get boo-boos. I love you, Kylo. Mwah. Okay?
What do you think of that?
That's so
¿Qué tú crees?
cool.
Lasaña, ¿es tu favorito? ¿Él es tu favorito? Sí.
That is so cool, Kylo.
Sí, bien.
Yeah, ¿viste?
Yeah, you were crying.
Hay que dar-
I spit in your face, what you do? Look. I spit in your face, you do nothing. spit in your face. What you do? Nothing. You just got spit in your face. You do nothing.